Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to another of our double shot interviews for our business section, brought to you in association with Kiwibank and Deloitte. And today I'm here in Wellington at Kiwibank with James Woodward, who's the head of transactional banking at Kiwibank, to talk about Fetch. James, g'day. Tell us about Fetch. What are we talking about when we talk about Fetch?
Absolutely. So great to be here, Bernard. So what Fetch is about is Fetch is a product that we're launching very much for our small and medium-sized businesses. We've spent a bit of time talking to them, and one of the reoccurring themes that we're actually getting from them is that managing payments is a real issue for them, especially the payments that are coming in from their customers. So what we've done is we've looked at the tools that are actually out there and available, and what we've noticed is that banks are actually providing these tools to larger businesses, but not to smaller businesses.
So why would a small business need something like this? Why can't they just talk to all their customers and say, make sure you pay me the right amount and send me a check or whatever? Why would they do it this way?
Yep. So in those situations, the business loses the control. It's all up to the customer to actually make the payment, and they decide when to make the payment. So Dun & Bradstreet have actually published some findings recently, 42 days for business-to-business payments. So that's a long time between actually completing or providing the service or product and actually getting the payment. So Fetch recurring payments is very much about giving small businesses the control to take the payments when they require it and whatever the terms are with their customers.
So let's say I'm a Kiwibank customer. How would I get Fetch to work for me? What would that involve?
Yep, so what it would involve is basically going out to your customers, saying, look, would really like you to pay via direct debit, providing the direct debit forms, setting the terms, getting the form back, and setting up a payment plan. So for example, if it's say it's your local dentist, you've had a very large bill, good number of fillings, and it's $2,000, the dentist may say, okay, that'll be $200 a month for 10 months. And it really just makes that whole payment process easier. Everyone knows what's actually required, and it splits some of that pain on top of your teeth.
And so then the business owner takes the form to Kiwibank and has these collections of forms. Kiwibank loads it up on a system, and then you can track how those payments are going and that sort of thing? Yeah,
correct. So for small businesses, what we do know is that they don't want to have to go and administer them every time, so they provide us the form, we load up the payment plan into the system, and we take care of actually processing those payments, and the business owner just sees them actually coming in. They can jump into the Fetch platform and they can look at all their reporting, see the funds actually drop into their accounts.
And how much does it cost?
Yep, so the cost discussion's been a great discussion for us with customers, and we've actually flipped it on its head, and we've talked about the cost saving that it actually gives them. And what we've worked out with customers is as soon as we're saving them more than an hour and a half or 2 hours, the Fetch system actually pays for itself. So we charge a modest monthly fee and transaction fees, and yeah, we're finding it's going down really nicely.
What is that monthly fee and the transaction fees?
Yep, so the monthly fee is around about $25. It all depends on the size and volumes that are coming through, and the transaction fee is a bit lower than $1 generally.
And what other types of payment systems, things is Kiwibank looking at for business?
Yep. So we're hearing a lot from our customers that digital is the way of the future. So a lot of focus on mobile, a lot of focus on our web channels. So we're investing a lot on our online banking, and we're also leveraging some of our strengths. So Kiwibank's, we're really about being a challenger bank, being a challenger culture. Earlier this year we moved to being a real-time payments bank, and we're going to, our next release of Internet Banking for Business will be very much about enabling businesses to take advantage of that. So paying suppliers, urgent supplier payments during the day, the supplier could receive the funds an hour later. We believe that that's a real benefit, and we're going to do lots more in that regard. And also the Fetch payment product itself will as the start of a much wider range of payment tools for businesses.
Well, watch this space then. It's a fascinating one, the whole area of mobile payments, particularly for businesses. Excellent. James Woodward there from Kiwibank, the head of transactional banking. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was another in our series of double shot interviews for the business section, brought to you in association with Kiwibank and Deloitte.